Before we get into this interview, I want to make one thing crystal clear. New media is not the judge. We are not the jury, and we're definitely not the executor. Our job is not to convict Josh, Jennifer, or anybody else. Our job is to follow the facts, follow the documents, and report what we can prove. I know this case is super emotional. I know people have strong opinions. I know there's rumors, theories, and accusations all over social media. But that's not how we operate over here. If you want somebody convicted, that's the job of law enforcement, the district attorney's office, and the courts. That's why taxpayers pay them. That's not new media's role. My concern has always been Julie Jackson, finding out what happened to Julie Jackson. Every document we've obtained, every open records request we have filed, every interview we conduct has one purpose, and that's getting closer to the truth of what happened to Julie Jackson. Josh Dunson has agreed to sit down with new media and answer questions. Whether you agree with what he says or not, that's for you to decide. My job is to ask the questions, compare his accounts with the official records, and let the facts fall where they lay. And I'll be honest with you, if the investigation had answered every question back in 2018, we probably wouldn't be sitting here today having this conversation. But the question still exists, and until those questions have answers, the media is going to continue to ask them. So I ask everybody watching this interview to do one thing: listen, compare what you hear to the documents, compare it to the timeline, compare it to the evidence that has been released. Don't attack people in the comments. Stay focused on Julie. Stay focused on the facts. Now, with that being said, let's go back to the beginning. Before Register Road, before the Georgia State Patrol investigation, before everything that followed. Let's start with the Colony Farm Road incident, because according to the official Baldwin County incident report, that's where this timeline begins. Josh Dunson was named in this report. He was there that night, and now we're going to hear his accounts of what happened. First of all, welcome to New Media Platform, Josh. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad
All
you
right.
took time out today to sit down, man.
I'm glad to be here.
Let's just get to it, man. Let's talk about August 18th, man, and what happened that day. From the time the start of your day and when Julie got with you and things of that nature.
Well, I don't really remember earlier that day. You know what I mean? I do remember that because you know what I mean. It's a thing that sticks with you. But all I know is everybody wanted to go out to celebrate Julie's recovery.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And which you know what I mean. They went out and got drunk and everything to celebrate her recovery, and that's what she wanted to do. She's been at the house. She stayed with me to get recovery,
Okay.
and she's been doing good. And she was like, "Hey, you think we can go out?" And I was like, shoot, I don't see why not. Everybody was like, yeah, that's cool. You've been doing good for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so we went out and we went to Duke's. By the way, I see the Tahoe every day. I see comments on the
Yeah.
thing about the Tahoe. I see the Tahoe every day.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? Talking about sold it, all this, whatever. I see it every day. But anyway, getting on back with the story. But yeah, we went out, went to Duke's, and Eric Adams was with us at the time, which he's passed away. And he drove to Duke's in my Tahoe.
Where is Dukes? I've never heard of. Now I've been in the military my whole life. I've never heard of Dukes in my life, brother.
Duke's is on what is that? The lake? Yeah, the lake. Yeah, right there on Lake Sinclair.
It's on. Is it up by what Chobe used up by Bojo like Legends? Like is it on
Yeah,
Route
by
49?
Legends. Yeah,
Okay.
by
Okay.
by Legends, kind of.
I got you. I got you.
But yeah, we went there first, and everybody got tired of there, so we left. And then we went downtown. Everybody was hanging out downtown, which Eric started drinking. So I was like, hey, well, I'll drive, so I ain't gonna drink. You know what I mean? I quit drinking downtown while they all was having fun.
So where
And
what establishment downtown? Where were you downtown?
what was that? The one downstairs. I don't know the name at the time.
Capital City.
It wasn't Capital City. It was the one underground. Is with Amici, not Amici's. Hey, what was it called at the time?
Maybe
The Velvet Elvis?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called now.
Kelly's.
I don't. Yeah, I think that's what it's called now. But it was underground though. It wasn't Capital City or Velvet. It
So
was
it's on the
like,
same side of the road as the courthouse. That's what you're saying. It's on that.
yeah,
that
yeah,
side.
yeah. Well, you go
Okay.
downstairs to get to it. But anyway,
Okay. Okay.
everybody was hanging out there. Everybody was getting drunk and everything. And then it was time to go. And then as everybody's in the vehicle, I mean, I guess I heard him in the back. I was driving, and everybody was bickering, talking about this. I heard Jennifer say, "Julie, who you texting?" And then I don't know where we was at the time, but Julie rolled down the window and chunked out her phone. She says, "I ain't texting nobody," and she was asking her, was she trying to get drugs or something? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because she's a recovering addict. And then they were bickering about that. Then we finally made it at Eric Adams on Colony
Hold
Farm
on.
Road.
Let's stop right there for a minute. Let's go back to the phone. So Julie actually threw her own phone out the window.
Yeah, yeah, as I recall, yeah. We met at Eric Adams' house, and I don't know what they were trying to do, but I was in the front and everything, like getting ready to go, everybody saying bye to Eric and everything. And
So
they also,
you're at Eric's house at this time,
yeah, I'm at Eric Adams' house this time, right
okay?
across from my mama's house.
And this is on Colony Farm,
Yeah, yeah, this is on Colony Farm.
okay?
I'm telling Eric bye and everything, and then they all three get to arguing about where Julie's staying. And then Jennifer's like, "No, she's not staying with you." And then Brittany got arguing with Jennifer about, "No, she's staying with me." And then Julie was just kind of quiet. This was just in the tie her, just sitting down while they arguing. And all of a sudden, they just got the fist fighting out there.
Okay.
Just went crazy. And then all of a sudden, I was like, "Oh my God." So me and Eric started trying to break them up. We was like, "Oh, whoa, 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 now." And by the time I was like, "Hey, it's time to go. I need to get in the car. Let's go. It's time to roll out." And they both
So
still in the.
so okay, they get to fighting, but at some point Brittany calls the cops,
Yeah,
right?
she went across the street. She was like, "Screw this!" Went across the street to my mama's house.
Hmm.
We still over there at Eric's, and by the time we all got back in the vehicle, Eric, we done. I live. I was like, "Hey, I'm going home. It's time to go. I done seen enough."
Yeah.
So we go home, and then Jennifer and Julie are still in the back bickering about her trying to get drugs from somebody. I don't know who she was talking to or texting. I don't know. They still talking about that.
Okay.
So we finally turn on Rest Road,